Welcome to the Tinie Corner, where we talk about things and stuff over a cup of coffee. I am Cindy.
And I'm Anon.
And today we're doing a Tinie Talk.
Yes.
The first one, I guess, maybe.
Yes. Not because we ran out of ideas. Just putting it out there.
We just thought that we might want to try like a shorter episode so that it's easier to digest, I guess. I mean, this is a podcast.
Yeah.
But we know that we're kind of lazy to cut up the podcast in smaller parts.
Yeah.
So we just wanted to give it a try. And we also got fruit.
Yes. Before we get into the episode or whatever we're trying to talk about, thank you for your feedback on comments. Even, we know that we're not up there yet to the level.
Thank you so much to everybody who commented and like gave us ideas and suggestions on what they wanted to hear us talk about.
Both on YouTube comments and to direct messages.
Yes.
We are very grateful.
We're very grateful. So we're going to try to basically, like, we didn't get any bad ideas so far. There are no bad ideas. But anyway, we're gonna try to apply all of them. We do kind of pre-record these a few weeks in advance.
Yeah, we'll try to get about 1 or 2 episodes ahead so that if anything happened or, we can't get together, like right now, it's quite difficult, in fact, due to lockdown.
Yes.
So if we just happen to not be able to get together, then we still have some contents. We're trying to be a responsible content creator.
Yeah. And maybe in the future, if we want to go, and take a break on holiday.
It's very funky.
Is it? I still have watered down tea in my cup, so I need to finish that.
Expose. You're not drinking coffee on Tinie Corner?
It's not even caffeinated. It's herbal tea. Oh my God.
How dare you? Disgrace.
Let me get to it soon. Take over.
Okay. So, we haven't really decided on what we're going to talk about in this Tinie short talk, or what do we name again? Tinie Talk?
Tinie Talk?
Yes.
I mean, as the name suggests, it's just going to be a short talk about whatever we want to talk about. Even though it's kind of lockdown, a lot of things are happening around us. I mean, life continues.
It's not a full lockdown.
Yeah. I still have to go to work. But yeah, and we just thought that we're going to share some things that we've been up to lately and some just things we want to talk about.
Yeah.
We were thinking of doing a pet episode for this week, but I don't know. In my opinion, it's an interesting topic, but do you want to hear 2-hour long topic about what we think about pets?
Yeah, it's a bit. I mean, it's quite predictable almost.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there are actually some issues that, both of us kind of encountered, not first-handedly, but we've seen on social medias and some issues, and it's a bit serious. So
yeah, do you want to talk about what happened recently with the case?
Oh yeah. So both of us saw through our friends' social media that this girl, who is apparently a celebrity, I had no idea who she is. She recorded herself and her guy friend educating or training this dog, because apparently the dog kind of peed somewhere in the house where he's not supposed to, or she's not supposed to. So what they did, they put a plastic bag onto the dog's head. Was it corgi?
Over? It was a corgi.
Yeah. So over the head, and I'm pretty sure that the dog's already panicked enough because the sound and everything, and they started hitting the dog. I mean, if it's for training purpose, that's okay. But then they started laughing, and then they seem to enjoy what they're doing. And both of us think that what the fuck is this?
Yeah, it's not okay. Even if it's for training purposes, there's certain things you shouldn't do. Like putting a plastic bag over a dog's head is not okay in any case.
You wouldn't do that to your kids.
Yeah, like it's dangerous, first of all, because of them breathing and also like the sound for the dog, as you mentioned. They hear much better than us, or at least most of them. And it's just damaging, you know.
It's traumatizing for the dog, probably.
After that, they also, I guess, they took the dog to another location, which I guess is the place where the dog peed. And then they basically held the dog down and hit it very hard again, I guess, to like show you can't, you know, be here. But yeah, so people were very upset, rightfully so. It recently got onto the news too.
Yes. Partially because she's a celebrity who's like actually signed to certain channel, which is pretty big in Thailand. And after that, she kind of posted apology on her social media, saying that, oh my God, I don't have any income anymore because, you know, I'm getting banned from this kind of stuff. So it's actually not that, you know, she didn't feel sorry of what she'd done, right? Because otherwise, why would she do it in the first place?
Yeah.
She's sorry because she got caught and
exactly.
blew up, right? And then she proceeded to play victim, where she's like, oh, I don't have any money anymore. I was like, dude, you got corgi. Corgi is not cheap. It's like at least 30K, right? In Thailand, probably like more, or like 80. It's like, and she's like, oh, you know, like I have other YouTube channels. And
so the thing is that it wasn't only the dog issue. She got exposed for a lot of things that she posted about. What happened there?
Did you hit my mug onto my teeth?
Oh no. But yeah, she got exposed to a lot of things that she posted that she thought was not a big deal, but it actually is, like driving under the influence and just kind of like, you know, bad takes, like racist videos and such, and discriminatory videos that she thought was funny. And the thing is that if this was just a normal person, it would be, you know, nobody would bat an eye. It's very normal here, unfortunately, to have those kind of opinions. So yeah, so she got called out for a lot of things, but she basically only talked about the dog issue. And yeah, we don't know, like some news outlets actually came out and was like, oh, like this celebrity is getting attacked because of something, and you know, she's so talented. And everybody's like, okay,
fuck off.
Yeah, but
yeah, like it's really bad because in one of the videos that blew up as well was like, they got these two girls for like holding up a free sign, a sign of free hugs, and one of them is like, you know, just typical good-looking lady, and the other one is like, yeah, it
was her. Like, so the one of the girls,
it was him.
It was
herself?
her. Yeah,
okay,
it was her herself.
And then the other girl is like kind of famous, but like not to our generations. She's like some kind of like not royalty related, but she got like she's titles.
Kind of known.
Yeah. And then, you know, like she didn't have any surgeries. She's an auntie essentially, like holding up the sign. And then, you know, the way she edited the videos as well, it's basically showing like people looking down on the other lady. And then when everyone came out, she's just kind of did the apology video again, I think. So
yeah, it was basically like a whole ugly versus pretty social experiment thing. And where she showed that like, oh, you know, people like pretty people more, basically. And so when people were like criticizing her for that, she came out and she said, I have other YouTube channels. Why are you banning all of my channels when it was only on one channel?
It's the same creator.
Yeah. So that was something.
Yeah, like, you know, if you ever play games, when you get banned on one account, like true, yeah, but like you can actually get banned like the whole ID. Like, it's not about the channel, it's about the creator.
Yeah.
That's the issue.
Yeah.
So yeah, that recently happened, and good job to our friend, because now they got investigated and she kind of got shit on.
Yeah, we don't think she will get her dog taken away, unfortunately, because there's not enough evidence.
even though she posted online.
Yeah.
Under her name. Sure.
But she said like, I won't do it again. So they're like, she said she won't do it again. So
she'll do some other stupid shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we were going to talk about pets anyway before that happened, because we have a lot of opinions about how pets get treated here.
Yeah.
And like in general. So of course we're not talking about people who like are obsessed with their pets and stuff like that. But there's a lot of people here who just get them because they're trendy.
Yeah.
And there's, unfortunately, at least in Bangkok, there's not really that much space for pets to actually, you know, have a good life, unless you have the money and the space
and
to
you
take
happen
care
to be like not in Bangkok.
Yeah.
So if you okay, so you know, Bangkok is a very, very busy city. It's very space, what's it called? Limited.
Compact.
Yes, compact.
It's a compact city.
It's like a bigger Hong Kong.
Yes.
Yeah, but not to that extent. Luckily. But yeah, still like to own a dog and keep them like, you know, healthy and happy. You either have a space in your house area, or you would have to go to a dog park, which slowly becoming a thing. You know, they have like swimming pools and whatnot. I've only been to one so far. And yeah, it's kind of costs a lot to look after your dog or your pets in general. I currently have one dog and one cat. So the dog I currently have, we as in like my sister, she got it when we were there.
We were there?
Yeah.
When we were where?
We were where? We were in Australia.
Yes. We were there, you know, like over there.
Over there. Down under.
Down under.
So she got it. And yeah, it just came home from school one day and then it's just there in the kitchen.
The thing is, so you're allergic to fur?
Yeah. Yeah. She didn't give a shit. The dog was cute. I was like, okay,
shout out to sis.
But yeah, she, the dog was really cute. So I was like, all right.
Tana is really cute.
Yeah.
She's really cute.
She's a half, what was it again? Cavalier and half Bichon. On the first few days, she was kind of very, very sick. And we were like really worried of, you know, oh no, what's wrong? And then one day she just shit blood, like a glob of blood. And we panicked even more. But then the dog seemed completely fine afterwards. So it was like, oh, so she was actually sick after all. So we didn't took her like, you know, to vet or anything. But then she developed a habit of biting her own tail.
Okay.
Because her tail is really long and like very like fluffy, right?
Yeah.
She started biting her own tail and then her fur from the tail got clogged in her intestines. So we had to get her operated. Which cost up quite a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we were like, oh my God, we got a stupid dog. Then we shipped her back to Bangkok because my sister moved back here for good. Well, not quite yet. She went to Singapore for a bit. But anyhow, she no longer lived there. So we decided to ship our dog back, which took us a while to get because she had to be vaccinated and, you know, get the paperwork done. But yeah, it's good that everything was fine because apparently it's not a guarantee.
Yeah, like if you ship or like fly your dog back, you're not guaranteed that the pet is going to be fine.
Yeah, because apparently on the same flight, one of the dog didn't make it.
Really?
It was for like one of the what's it called? The dude who lives in the embassy. What's the word? That guy. The dude who made peace between two countries.
What's it called?
I don't know. I forgot. I just suddenly have mind blank.
The
diplomats?
Diplomat, yeah. You're right.
Yeah.
It's diplomat. Yeah.
So anyhow, the dog belonged to that dude and
so I started a war.
Didn't make it.
How dare you kill my dog?
John Wick. But yeah, the dog didn't make it, unfortunately, which is quite upsetting. Luckily, our dog made it and she got really fat once she started living in Thailand. She had this like model body. Was like really skinny and all that kind of stuff. She got like, she's actually very long. She's not big, but she's very, very long. So yeah, and then she got chunk when she got back.
She's not like overweight for a dog, but she's very...
Not yet.
She's very round. Just
plump.
Her body.
She's very plump.
She's very plump and she has like skinny legs still.
Yeah.
So it's just like a sausage with legs. It's really cute.
It's like
She's really cute.
Stick.
Yeah. And I have a cat too.
Yes. For the cat, apparently it's Persian, I think.
You asked me. I think it's a Persian.
Yeah, like a squish face Persian.
Yeah.
So one of our family friend got stuck outside of the country and could not come back. So they're like, can you please look after the cat for like half a year? Like, fine. And I actually am more allergic to cat's fur than dog fur. So it was very interesting. So my allergic reaction, I'm very weak. Okay. So
it's a weak boy.
Yeah. So my nostril is never clear. It's always blocked to a certain extent. So a lot of people's like, why are you breathing so heavily? In one of the episodes, actually, I had to edit it out, my breathing sound. Because it's like, sounds like I'm a pervert. It's like, yeah, it's like, I had to edit it out. And everyone's asked like, why, like, stop being such a creep, you know? And I was like, no, it's just my nose. It's just blocked 24/7.
I remember when I first met you too, I was wondering about this. I was like, but like, I kind of heard about, because I also watched like, there's an influencer I follow who also has the same issue. Julian.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yes, he also has that breathing problem. Like you can breathe fine, but it's like, you know, quite loud. So I was like, okay. And then like, I just stopped hearing.
Nice. Because yeah, sometimes like it gets really bad to the point where like there's no air coming through at all.
Yeah.
So I had to start breathing through my mouth, and that's make it even worse. Because like I would wake up with like
really
completely
dry
throat, and I would just get sore throat randomly because of that. Because Thailand, we have air conditioner everywhere, and that just makes the air really dry.
Yeah.
And I sometimes have to resort it to like the nose spray, but then it had side effects as well. So I try to not use it, you know, too often. But yeah, so we now have a cat, and we never had a cat before, ever.
Kinda. You had like an outside cat.
Like that's like only a few months before Yogi came.
Yeah, but still.
Yeah, but this one, like Yogi lives in a house because it's a house cat. He looks very dumb. He doesn't really make any noise until like the past week.
Yeah, he started to. I think he's more comfortable now because I remember when you guys just took him in.
Yep.
So with his family, it's like, I think you guys are very used to dogs because you used to have another dog as well, right?
Oh, we had like few dogs in the past.
Like you only had dogs before. And my family has only had cats. So I have one cat who's living with my parents currently. And even when I was younger, we only had cats. But, you know, I'm good. I like all animals. But yeah, so your family got the cat. And then I remember you were texting me and I was at work or something like that. And you were just like, please come over. He won't eat. What if he dies?
Yeah, because we were so worried, like, you know. Okay, first of all, cats are not expensive. Second of all, you cannot put price on like pets.
Especially somebody else's.
Exactly.
Too. Yeah, so I understand, but it was just kind of funny to me. Because like, so the thing is that if you ever get a new cat, if they don't eat for the first few days, it's totally normal. Just leave the food out where they can actually like access it without you disturbing them. And they will eventually eat, usually unless there's something like wrong with them, like getting sick or something like that.
The thing is that like, I can't put food, like the cat food on just floor. Because my dog's going to eat it.
Yeah.
And right now it's like reverse Uno card because
the cat eats the
cat's
dog's food.
Yeah. Like the treats. Because like we usually put some kind of treats on like the dry chicken bits on Tana's food as well. And because Tana gets to sleep in the bedroom and Yogi's not. So he just wander around the room at night, the house, sorry. And then, you know, sometimes my mom like wake up and just prepare the dog food. And then by the time like Tana's a very lazy dog. She would refuse to leave the room because aircon. By the time she comes down, like the chicken's already gone, but like the dry food is still there.
Yeah, so you usually would put like dry food and chicken on top, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And because Yoki's just like...
So a lot of cats are very clever where they know how to separate the food. They would,
too clever.
Yeah, so they would just like eat. Like I used to have one cat that we would try to get it to eat some medicine. So the vet was like, oh, just put it in the food. And we're like, okay. And it was like wet food too. So you can actually like blend it in the food. But it was like a pill. So you put it inside the food. When we came back, all the food was gone except the pill. And it was like licked around. It was like licked around. I don't know, but they're really clever. I love cats though. So Yogi is like, so he has a smushed face, which is actually not that healthy, but you know, they're very popular. But I don't know what's wrong with him, but he always cries, but not because he's sad. Like he just cries. So he has really round eyes and like the nose is right up here. And so when you feed him, I guess sometimes I saw that sometimes when your sister feeds him, he doesn't. But I remember that night when we were in the kitchen, he just came up to us. So we started feeding him this like wet food. And he started eating it. And the more he ate, the more he cried. Yeah. But it was like, he just continued eating and then crying.
And like the minute before that, he was still like playing.
Yeah.
With like, you know, the toys. He's like, and he started like eating.
It's just like, oh, are you that grateful?
Yeah.
To
and then
eat
like
wet food?
Once I like kind of stopped squeezing because she was like, she was enjoy watching the whole thing happen. It's just like put it on video. And then once I like stopped squeezing, he was like, oh, just like walk around. And he would stop crying. Yeah. And then like a split second after, I was like, come here, Yoki. And then it starts squeezing it out again. And he would just start crying again when it started licking. I was like, what's going on?
You're like, what?
Yeah.
And the face totally changes too. Yeah. So as like a lot of you probably knows, like when it's at night, the cat's eyes
close.
Kind of becomes bigger. The eye
pupil?
The pupils, yes. Dilate. Yes. That's the word.
So science girl.
So they look very cute, you know, like cartoonish, like Puss in Boots, that kind of thing. So the face totally changes. So he was like playing, like looking really cute. And then like when he started crying, it's just like everything scrunches up.
Yeah. Like you thought it couldn't get any like more smushy.
It was like, he's so cute.
Yeah. But yeah, like how long has it been in my house now? Like 2 months?
That long?
I don't know. I completely forgot. I lost track of time since I closed my shop.
I think one month.
Yeah. He started walking up to me now.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, pet me.
Yeah. And then he would start like actually meowing. We're like, okay.
Yeah. Like, so usually when cats, especially adult cats, when they come to a new place, they have to smell everything. And your house is quite big.
He still refused to go on the second floor though.
Yeah. Well, he was there before, like on the first day or something like that. But he seems to like the first floor the most. I think it's because it's just a nice little area. It's not too big. It's not too small. So he just likes to walk around there. But
there are many places to hide.
He needs to smell everything before he gets comfortable. So that's why it took him so long.
Got it.
To eat. Because he's like, I don't know what's going on yet fully.
He's still
Are you hiding something? They kind of ignore each other.
Yeah. They pretend like to not see each other, even though they're like super close. They'll be like, and they slowly look away and walk the other direction.
Yeah. But at least he's not like hostile towards her.
No, but my dog's still scared of him anyway.
You think so? That time when I was on the couch, like she didn't care.
It got better, but like, so Tana, my dog, it's very scaredy.
Scaredy cat? Scaredy dog?
Yes, scaredy dog. She would scared of everything. So I think a few years ago, I had a abandoned, like newly born kittens because it would not stop meowing for like days, right? And the mama cat never came back, unfortunately, because apparently it got hit back. So I was like, Mom, I think we should check it out because it's been a while. And it's like right next to my bedroom. So I went to check and I found 2 little kittens underneath the banana leaf. So it got protected by the rain and everything, so which is nice. But it's like the size of my hand, 2 of them.
Mm-hmm.
And then Tana just so scared of like approaching. They're like, she was like, ah, ah. And then like, because like the little kittens try to approach like something that would look similar to them, right?
Yeah.
And then Tana's like, yeah.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, the kittens kind of passed away about a week later because we don't know how to take care of them. And we tried to take them to the vet and then we didn't make it.
Yeah, it's very hard for like stray cats here. There's a lot of stray animals in Bangkok, like a lot. I think in all of Thailand, it's kind of, they're just running around.
Are you including like the lizards?
There's a big, like this big lizards.
Yeah.
What do you call Komodo dragon?
Yeah, it's a distant relative of the Asian Komodo dragon.
Yes.
There are many names for it. In Thailand,
it's actually a curse. Like you use this name to like curse somebody out.
Like it could be called a very blessing name as well.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
I kind of like them. They're kind of cute. They just like...
Some of them get so big, it's actually so scary.
Yeah.
Because this one time I did a photo shoot
crocodiles.
With a friend. And then I was just like, sitting on like a tree, right? In a tree.
Because fashion.
Yeah. Shutless. And so like behind me, it's like a water, like river kind of thing. And then 3 of them came out of nowhere. And it's like,
yeah.
And they're massive. And I'm talking about like
crocodile size.
That size and length, right? And like that chunk.
Yeah.
And 3 of them, I was like, do I move now? Like,
I mean, they can bite. I haven't really seen any bite anybody, but they can.
Yeah.
From what I've heard.
Yeah, they absolutely can bite. And like their mouth is like probably
strong.
I'm talking about like the bacteria inside.
Oh yeah.
Because they can survive in like those kind of
sewer water.
Yeah, right? Yeah. So if you get bite, the bite itself is probably not too bad. I'm talking about the wounds, but like the infections kind of screw you over because like it's so dirty.
Yeah. But they're just like, giant like lizards in the city. It's kind of fun.
To see them around.
Yeah.
Because sometimes like you walk around and you see like the head of it's like bloop, 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 bloop.
Swimming in the canal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah. We have a lot of stray animals.
Yes. But I was actually quite shocked because like in Sweden, we don't really have any stray domestic pets at all. So when I came here, I was quite shocked how many dogs are just running around without an owner.
Yeah. And
cats too, but usually like, because we have outside cats in Sweden because it's, we have a lot of space because there's not that many people in the country compared to here. So we can just let like our cats run around safely. But here they do that too, but it's like, it's very dangerous.
There's some like stray mafias, cat and dogs.
Yeah, they have like the areas and stuff like that.
I mean, like, it's true that it's, it's quite dangerous for like the domesticated animals. But for the stray animals, it's very easy for them to like stay alive because we have wet markets.
True.
And Thai people usually like just put out food.
Yeah.
So yeah, like they would keep growing in numbers.
Yeah. And I mean, nothing is really being done about it. There have been a few projects. There have been a few projects where they like, what's it called? Like the same word I had probably last time. Nurture? No.
Yes.
Yes. The dogs.
Yes.
So they can't have babies.
De-sex.
Yes.
Nurtured.
So it's like they stops it for a while, but then they always kind of miss some. So.
Yeah, and they reproduce fast.
So fast. Yeah, but it's, unfortunate because like it's not like these pets oh, like these animals don't want to be domesticated because like, they've been bred to be that way, So like, it's so easy to take in any animal from the street. Like they will be.
It depends though, because sometimes they're very like violent. I've seen like quite a few.
Oh yeah, like dogs.
Yeah,
dogs. Yeah, but they are like because they have to survive.
Fair.
At least for cats, I feel like as soon as you start feeding a cat, they'll be like, "Oh, this is my home now. Your home? Our home."
na, 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 na.
So yeah, yeah. I don't know. I don't think it's a good thing that there's that many stray animals.
No,
here.
it's not. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't think this issue is going to go away anytime soon for this country.
Yeah, it's too many. And like, you can't really capture all of them to take care of them. Because it's so many of them. And then it wouldn't really be ethical either to put them down. I wouldn't say
and it shows
do
a
it
house
either.
in Thailand's probably like full of them already.
Yeah. Oh, well, shout out to all of the shelters.
Yes.
Like, what did I say before? Soy dogs?
Yes.
Really big now. Like, I heard they are collaborating with like other countries as well to get donations. There was one because I work for PR, right? So I got contacted by a company who's actually collaborating with soy dogs, but they're from they're from Australia. So they get like donations and then help soy dogs here. So yeah, that's good, but there's still not unlimited space. There's also Paws Bangkok, like they take care of cats, and then there's also the adorable puppy cafe, which is temple dogs.
Cool.
And then other temples usually have dogs as well.
Yeah. There's a Thai saying that related to that, like temple and dogs. Temples usually where people abandon their pets. I don't know why, because hopefully they think like, oh, the monk's gonna feed them, right? So yeah, that's becoming a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this has kind of turned into a pets episode, regardless.
Yeah, just a little bit. I mean, there was a lot of things I wanted to talk about, like other than pets.
Yeah.
But we already reached the 30-minute mark.
Oh, okay. I guess we have to stop it very, very soon before it's not going to be Tinie Talk anymore.
Fine. Fine. I wanted to say what I've been reading.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sure.
I just finished Kitchen by Banana Yoshimoto.
Banana Yoshimoto?
Yeah, she's a Japanese author.
I was expecting you to say she's a banana. Disappointed?
No, but she's very cool.
Okay.
But like I saw a lot of recommendations for her books because I like Haruki Murakami. But there's a lot of things in his writing that I don't really feel comfortable with. Like there's a lot of sexualization, like hypersexualization of young women.
Okay.
And it gets a little bit weird sometimes. So it's like, I really enjoy the writing style, but I wish there was something like this without those parts.
Got it.
And then a lot of people recommending Banana. So I picked up her book and it was really good. I really, really liked it. This one specifically was about 2 short stories.
Okay.
So it's very easy to read and very fast. But it was, yeah, very nice. It was kind of centered around kitchens, but not really. And it just follows 2 stories about 2 different women who has to deal with loss and, finding a place.
Okay.
So that was really nice. And
sounds
also
very heartwarming.
It is very kind of heartwarming, but also fantastical. So if you ever read Murakami, it's like fantasy-esque. So it's daily life, but he sprinkles in like a bit of fantasy and you don't really know if it's real or not, or if the main character is imagining things,
right,
or if it's actually like this separate world that he created
right,
that has these kind of things just happening. Like wasn't there like one book where there was like raining fish? I think it was
raining fish.
But yeah, I think that that's like what people like about him the most.
Because it gets weird every
It
now
gets
and then.
weird, and it's like it comes out of nowhere.
Yeah.
So you would just be reading about like, yeah, like he was walking down the street and like he was thinking about his lover, and then like suddenly, like it started raining fish, and like he just went home and started cooking his dinner.
It's like,
and,
wait a minute.
I was like, yeah. So Banana has a similar kind of tone,
Right.
where stuff just happens, which is really nice. Like, I don't know. I don't think it would be able to translate into moving film very well, but it's very nice to read it because then stimulates you into thinking and like visualizing stuff. I also finished Chainsaw Man.
I need to get started.
So good. So good.
It's getting animated, so
yeah.
By Mappa Studio.
Yeah.
Controversy around
Mappa Studio, yes. So that would be interesting. It looks amazing.
I mean, yeah.
It's Mappa. But I don't... So like there's a lot of similarities between Chainsaw Man and Jujutsu Kaisen. But from what I've heard, like it's just, fact check. But I think that Chainsaw Man came first.
Oh.
And Jujutsu Kaisen came after. I'm not entirely sure though. But it's very, very similar. But both of them are very good. So it's interesting. I think that Jujutsu Kaisen is more mass. Like it's more digestible to the general public.
Yeah.
While Chainsaw Man, as you will probably find out.
Because like Jujutsu Kaisen is quite like Naruto-esque.
Yeah. It's
Bleach, those kinds, like what's called the shonen trope.
Exactly. Chainsaw Man is not really like that. It has the same storyline, but imagine Devilman Crybaby and Jujutsu Kaisen.
Would you say it's like similar to Dorohedoro?
I haven't seen it yet.
Have you read it?
I have not. But I would guess so. I mean, I can talk about it more in our
anime episode
/ anime episode, which is probably going to be the next one. Maybe. I decided it right now.
Okay.
So yeah, I will talk about it more because I feel like I could talk about Chainsaw Man forever. But at the same time, I don't want to hype it up because I know that every time I hype something up, it's not as good when you actually watch it.
Oh, Record of Ragnarok?
Yeah. But that one was like... Anyway, let's stop there.
Yeah, okay. I shall rant about it in our next episode.
Yes.
Okay, shall we take a stop?
Yeah, okay. And eat this fruit.
Yes. I'm a fucking dragon fruit.
Can you put it in, please?
Okay, fine.
Dragon. Okay. Anyway, thank you for listening to this Tinie Talk.
Hopefully it's going to be short enough.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Okay. Bye. And peace. Do you know what an audio is? A French deal.